It's me, Maja Check, and welcome to another repaint video. Today, I'll be turning this bunny mushroom thing into Lychia. So, let's start with turning the bunny ears into cat ears. Oops! Accidentally cut the whole ear off. But it's fine because we're going to reglue them as cat ears. Because I'm turning this into a cat thing. There we go, and let's also get rid of the old eyes on the knife because I'll be giving for a new face, giving Lychia a new face. Removed that, and we're going to have to keep her a tail later, but for now we're going to this Maja's repaint, add a tail to her body, although I'm going to paint that too. But yet, just anything would work for her tail. What can I use? I have this piece of plastic left over, so why not recycle that into a cat's tail? Would be a really interesting shape for Lychia, so that's why I chose that. But this has to dry before I can actually turn her into Lychia. The body dried. Now I'm going to add beads to it to make it look more cat-like, because you have to trust the process in order to understand the process. So let's make the Lychia have eyes and a nose, and then I'm going to add some beads to give her some legs. So let's add those legs. Three. Make sure the legs look like a cat, because I want this to be an actual cat pose for Lychia. I'm just adjusting everything before it dries. I'm just adjusting everything, and now that needs to dry. The next day, I've decided to paint Lychia neon pink. Before adding effects to Lychia, I mean this Lychia. So I'm just painting everything in that. And I'm going to paint a red bow on Lychia's head and tail. I just wanted to try making a Lychia out of some weird Lalaloopsy things I had lying around somewhere. So I decided to use it for Lychia because that would make some interesting base for a dollhouse cat if I really tried at it. If you think about it. And yet that base at first kind of pushed me out of the comfort zone to try something new with it. So the bow is painted on her head. I was going to paint it on her tail, but maybe I'll just add an actual bow at this part of the tail when it dries, and I will give her a mouth too. In fact, I can give her one eye with an acrylic paint marker. There we go. I do recommend the acrylic paint markers because they're quick fixes for acrylic paintings and such things like these. Let's let this dry. The paint job on Lychia dried. Time to get this bow onto her tail to decorate it with. Right after the paint job is done. And we're going to let it dry because I was wanting to do something out of my comfort zone, but yet a simple thing. So that's why I chose such a base for Lychia. But it was fun to try anyways. There are some sculpted details on Lychia, so we're going to have to do something with those dots. What about painting them? What color should I paint those dots to make this Lychia at least stand out a bit more than that? She is a mushroom shaped because that's how it originally came. Maybe I'll do silver dots on that. I'm just trying to only get the silver in the correct areas. And I'll mix into the glitter glue even more silver bits. And now it's time to just paint that on. Paint the silver dots onto it. Now she looks a bit like an Amanita mushroom. Now with the dots, although they're not completely white, they're silver, so I'm going to add silver to her body as well as the dots, because why not? Go full Amanita theme. For this one, full blown Amanita theme. There we go. She looks like this. Nice. I don't know about it. Maybe that will grow on me or something. Maybe not the silver. I don't know what I'm doing. Decided I'm going to wipe it off. Although it's growing on me, so maybe I'm not going to do that. Maybe I'll just let her be pink and silver. But let's let this dry. The glitter glue dried. And I think this is the finished Lychia. So Chef Jax, what do you think of Lychia? The mushroom Lychia? Please tell me in the comments. And bye, Chef Jax.